What's going on, guys? It's Anton here. We're back with a brand new video, part 2 to the last video, which should be going up soon. It is taking a bit of time to process. I don't know why it takes this long. Like, it's done uploading, but it said it was going to take like an hour for it to process. I guess it's because of like a 40-minute video, but whatever. It's whatever. So what I'm going to do actually is let me actually regenerate my token so no one, compromises our bot. Let me just replace this over here real quick. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to just kind of like enhance our bot a little bit just to make it look more cool and more effective. So what I decided to do was I gave it an embed. As you can see over here, there's an embed. Gave it a brand new icon and gave it a color and a reaction. So if you want to take a look at it over here, I'll zoom in. You guys can pause the video. I mean, I'll have this code uploaded on my GitHub, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, so yeah, so if message the author.bot, what I'm doing here is I'm basically sending the embed, and then as I send the embed, if I do send message, it will react to it by itself. The reason why I want that is because I don't want users to add in other, reactions to the server. To the message. So what I did was I actually disabled reactions right over here. Add reactions. So they can only react with additional reactions like this. Okay, but they won't be able to add other reactions. Okay, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, and yeah, so again, don't worry too much about this. If you have any questions about the code, just come to my Discord server and I'll answer any questions you have. Okay, but anyways, so what I want to do, the main point of this video is to set up reactions so that when we react to this, it'll create the ticket for us. Okay, it's gonna be very easy. I highly recommend you watch my how to make a role reaction bot video first, because if you do, it'll make much more sense. Because I'm not really gonna really go in like depth on like explaining everything. But anyways, I will. Don't worry, I will. I'm actually going to, because I don't want to leave people empty-handed. But anyway, so the whole point is we need to have reaction set up. Okay, now luckily there is an event called message reaction add. Okay, and we don't really need to worry about message reaction remove for now, so don't worry too much about it. Now this message reaction add event takes in two parameters. It takes in the reaction and it takes in the user object. Okay, now this event is only emitted whenever the message is cached. Okay, so if I react to, let's say for example, if I react to this, let me do this. Let me say console.log reacted, or let's just say user.username reacted. Okay, let me react right now and notice how nothing is happening. I'm reacting, right? I reacted, nothing is happening. The reason why is because this message is not cached. If I do send message right now, and if I react right now, it's going to say sty reacted, because this message was sent while the bot was online. The bot saw the message, it cached this message, and it cached this message as well. Okay, so if I react to it, since that message is in the cache, it will actually emit that event. Okay, now there's a workaround to this. So again, I highly recommend watching the video, but don't worry, I'll explain everything in here. Don't worry. But again, do recommend watching the video though. So what we're going to do is we need to handle the raw events. Okay, so every Discord event is actually, I think it's not handled with this raw event, but you can use the raw event for other things. But every single event that you can think of, if you're really that curious, you can go on the Discord docs and they'll talk more about events. Discord right over here. Where is it? No. It's somewhere. Oh, gateway. There we go. Gateway. Okay. And there should be something called payload, and there should be something called events, and you can definitely read up on this, and you could probably honestly play around with it. I heard it's not recommended to use the actual events. The actual raw event, just because. But in this case, we kind of need to use it. But I know if you use Python though, I think that itself also uses the raw event. They do have the actual raw event itself for the reactions, which is actually makes things so much easier. But it's fine. It's fine. I can't seem to find it right now, but it is here somewhere. But oh, right over here. Okay, perfect. So look, these are all the gateway events. Okay, now there should be one that says message reaction add. There we go. And now watch this. So this will make much more sense when we actually do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say inside this raw event, if I go ahead and console log the payload right now, that's the parameter. That's what's being sent. Notice how if I log in, we get this printed out. This is the default event. I think, I'm not sure what it is, to be honest, and I'm not going to go ahead and figure it out, but it doesn't really matter anyways. But let's say if I send a message, hello, that will get logged as well through the payload, through the raw event. And notice how the type, the T key maps to the message underscore create value. And that makes sense because we're literally creating a message. Message create, just like that, sent whenever a message is created. So if you didn't know about that, then, you know, it's a fun fact. So anyways, but we don't really care about messages though. We care about reactions, right? So watch this. If I react to this message right now, notice how this whole entire JSON object is printed. Let me see if I can zoom in actually. This whole JSON object is printed out, right? Message underscore reaction underscore add. It has a bunch of properties, but you don't have to worry about S and op. Don't worry about it. Just worry about T and D. D has all of the information we'll ever need. T is for checking the message, is for checking the event type. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if payload.t equals message reaction add, all in caps with underscore. Okay. So we're checking if the event is correct, right? So let's just do a console log just to make sure we're at the right page. So user is reacting to a message. And if I react right now, user is reacting to a message. Okay, we need to use the raw event because let's say if I send the message right now, right? Obviously this is going to work. This is going to emit this event over here. But let's say if your bot crashes or if your message is not cached anymore, because the bot cannot cache the message forever. I mean, it could, but you probably shouldn't, because if you're in like, you know, server with like thousands and thousands of people, your bot's probably going to crash because, you know, it's holding all those messages in memory. And I highly don't recommend it. Okay. But that's the reason why we need to use the raw event. Okay. We're going to use the raw event to manually emit the message reaction add event ourselves. Okay. So user is reacting to a message, and notice how it logged over here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, let's, how would I want to call this? Okay. Let's see. So right now what we have to do is we actually need to check. We need to check to make sure this message is actually in the cache. Okay, so what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is, I think we want to make sure, we want to check if they are actually reacting to the correct message. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say, now again, this would only work if you have one message that the user is going to react to. Okay, if you have multiple messages reacted to, I would say store all of the message IDs in an array and just check just check which one is which. Okay, so I'm going to say if payload.d.message underscore ID equals. We're just going to do a simple log, a user reacting to correct message. Again, this is not going to do much. I'm just doing this just to, you know, test it. It's always good to test your code as you are writing it, just so, you know, you're not writing so much all at the same time, and then, you know, something breaks and you're not going to know what's going to happen. It's going to be much more hard to debug it. Okay, user is reacting to a message, user reacting to correct message. Perfect. Okay, so if they react to the correct message, what we need to do is we need to actually check to make sure if the message is in the cache. To do that, first thing we're going to do is if they react to the correct message, then that means that we're in the correct channel. So we don't need to check if, you know, if we're in the right channel. Okay, we're going to say let's channel equal client.channels. So the client itself has a property called channels, and this is a collection of every single guild channel that the bot can handle. Okay, so your bot could be in like 1 billion servers. That means that every single channel that the bot can see, that's all part of this collection. Okay, and this channels collection is basically like a subclass. I mean, it is a subclass of the map class. So we can use the get property to retrieve the channel by the ID. So to do that, we're going to say payload.d.message dot channel underscore ID, and this should not return null or undefined. Okay, and we can also check if channel not null log. Let's try this again. Okay, support, perfect. Okay, so if channel's not null, okay. All right, so now we need to check, well, I'm just gonna get rid of this for now. We're gonna say if channel, let's see, if channel has, wait a minute. Oh wait, whoops, it's channel messages. Has, okay. So what we need to do is we need to check the cache. We need to make sure that the actual channel itself, its messages, it actually has the message, okay? So a collection containing the messages sent to this channel, okay? So we need to check if it's actually cached. So if channel.messages has, so since this is a collection, we can use the function called has, and we're just gonna say payload.d.message underscore ID, or you can just copy in this, doesn't really matter. Okay. Message is cached. So let's try this real quick. So now let's do this. Let's react to this message. Users reacting to the message. Okay, but it didn't print out the thing is cached though. Now let's try this. Send message. Let's react to it. Now let's watch this. Actually, no, that's not correct because that's not the right message. Okay, let's delete this. That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, so right now, obviously, this whole thing is not going to work because it's not cached. So if I do a console log, message not in cache. Okay, so if I do, whoops, I didn't mean to open that. So message not in cache. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let me just do this real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply, so here's what we're going to do. If the message is in the cache, we don't need to do anything anymore. Okay, and just, so we don't need to do anything if the message is already in the cache. Okay, so let me actually just demonstrate this real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh man, how is this going to work? No, this actually won't work because if I send the message and if I save it again, it's going to restart the bot, so it won't work. So actually, no, it's not going to work. Okay, but anyways, if the message is cached though, we're just going to return. Okay, if the message is not cached, we need to fetch that message, and when we fetch the message, it'll cache it. So we're going to say channels.fetch message. We're going to get one single message. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say channel.fetch message payload.d.message underscore ID. Then, and this returns a promise and it resolves the message itself. So message cache the message. And we're done. We're not done yet, but I just want to see. I just want to show you guys what is going to happen. Okay. Okay. So watch this. So let's react. Cache the message. Okay. Now watch. If I unreact and react again, it should not say cache the message. See, it doesn't say cache the message anymore because the message is cached, right? So what we did was we reacted the first time when the message was not in the cache. So what we did was we fetched the message. We cached it. When you fetch the message, it'll cache it. Okay. So now the message is cached. Now over here we unreacted and then we re-reacted again. Over here we checked if the channel messages, if it has that message, it did. So we return. So now watch this. Now let's actually go into this console log real quick. Hello. And now let's do this all over again. So first thing you're going to see, cache the message. Next. User is reacting to the message, hello. So notice how now it's actually emitting this message reaction add because it's in the cache. The reason why we return is because if you do something here, I mean, you don't need to do anything in this section over here because the message is already in the cache already. So if you were to emit the event inside this if case, it will just emit the event twice, and you don't want to do that. You only want to emit the event in here, and that's what we're going to do right now. So when we emit the event, what we need to do is we need to emit the event with the reaction object and the user object. So we want the reaction object. We need to use the message object to fetch the reactions or get the reactions. So and it's nice because when we called fetch message, it returns a promise, okay, and that promise resolves the message, and we're gonna say message, or whoops, let reaction equal message, and let's go to the message class and let's see, it's message.reactions.get. Okay, so reactions is a property, not a function, it's a property, and it is a collection. Okay, so the way it's mapped is snowflake and message reaction. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we need to give it the ID. So if you're using, so here's one thing that I want to mention that I don't think I mentioned in my reaction video, my role reaction tutorial video. If you're using a custom server emoji, like I am, Ticket React, then you need to pass in, inside this get, the ID is going to be the name of the emoji, concatenated with the ID, like this, for example. Okay, that's what the key looks like. Okay, so let's do that real quick. So if you want to get, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let me get the name of it again. It's Ticket React. Okay, so again, if you're using a server emoji, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type / Ticket React, and it should give you this little message over here like this. Just copy everything in between the less than and greater than symbols or brackets. Copy that and just paste that in here. That is the ID of our emoji. Okay, because remember, reactions is a collection of all the emojis, the emoji reactions, and we want to get the correct emoji or the correct reaction. I mean, we're going to use that to get the actual message reaction event, okay? And if you're using, let's say if you're using a standard emoji, like let's say if you're using the joy emoji, you're just gonna do, I think you're just gonna type in joy, I think. It's either joy or colon joy. I think it's just joy though, without the colons, okay? And if you're using, I think there's another case. Oh, okay, so one more thing. Actually, no, I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we get the reaction, and let's just console log this. Okay, and let's just simply react again. See what's up. Undefined, huh? I think I messed up somewhere. Where did I mess up at? I think I need to do it like this, maybe? Let's try one more time. Why is it undefined? Okay, wait, let's try this. Message, okay. Okay, so the message is good. Let's look at the reactions property. Okay, ticket react colon. Oh, okay, it's, okay, I messed up. Okay, it shouldn't be, it should just be ticket react, the name of your emoji, colon, and then the ID. That's it. Completely forgot. Okay, let's try this one more time. And no, I think I did it too fast. There we go. Okay, perfect. Wow, wow. Message reaction. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we need. Perfect. All right, that's all we need. Okay, so we have the reaction. We need one more thing. We need the actual user. So I think I'm going to get the user right over here. So let user equal client.users.gets, and then we're gonna do payload.d.user_id. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say client.emit message reaction add, and we're gonna pass in the reaction object and then the user object. Okay, Now, let me just make sure. Yeah, it should get, yep, perfect, yep. Okay, so now we emit the event over here, and we should be able to do what we need to do accordingly. So honestly, let's see, what do I need to do again? Let's see, message direction add. So we actually just need to create the channel. So let's do that real quick. Let's create the channel. Okay. Also, I should mention one more thing. This will only work if they react with the ticket react. Actually, yeah, it should only work if they react. Yep. So yeah, just make sure you have every other reaction disabled. Okay, and if they react with this, then it should be fine. Let me actually just check one more thing though, because we do want to make sure we're checking. We do want to make sure they're reacting with the correct emoji as well. Okay, perfect. So I think what I'm gonna do is right over here. Let's see what I want to do. Ticket react. Okay, so if payload.d. Okay, so if payload.d dot message. Oh no, if payload.d dot what is it? Emoji dot name is not equal to ticket react. Remember, this is the name of my emoji that I set. Ticket react, not ticket react. Ticket react, return. Okay, so if they react with a different emoji, I mean, they shouldn't be able to, but let's say if, yeah, they shouldn't be able to because we have disabled, but let's say if there's some bug, this would be a good check. Okay, so now let's go over here. Let's just console log user.username, and let's just check it real quick. It should stay perfect. All right, so now we can just simply copy and paste literally everything we just did. Right over here. Let's see. I mean, honestly, if you have the reaction, you don't really need the text commands. So I'm honestly just gonna paste everything here. I mean, I'm just gonna comment everything out. And we're gonna say if user tickets has message. So instead of message author ID, we're gonna do user ID. Okay. And then instead of message.guild.channels, we're gonna have to do user.guild. No, what is it? I think it's no. Oh wait, I think it's reaction dot guild. No, does reaction have a? No, it doesn't. So we need to actually fetch. Well, what properties does reaction have though? That's one thing I gotta check. Message reaction dot guild. Okay. Oh wait. Reaction dot message dot guild. Perfect. Okay. Because in this case we can't do message because we're in the message reaction add event. So we're gonna do reaction dot message dot guild. So again, this, if you watch the previous video, what this does is it's going to check every single channel just to make sure we don't have, like tickets that we already opened already. It's going to delete every single ticket that the user created. If you didn't watch the previous video, I highly recommend it. This will make so much more sense, but definitely watch the previous video because this will make a lot of sense. But all this does is it'll just check every single channel because the way our tickets are created, it's created with our name concatenated with an S. Like it's going to be like our username, S, ticket like that. So if our bot restarts, right, and we are going to be able to create the ticket again, and we don't want that. Okay, so this is what the check does. It checks to make sure if there's some channel that starts with our username, concatenated with S-ticket, and if it is, then we're gonna say you already have a ticket. Okay, else, let guild, so we can't do message.guild, we have to do reaction.message.guild. Okay, and we're gonna do guild.createChannel, and again, we can't do message author username, we just do user.username, like that. And instead of message.author ID, it's going to be just user ID. View channel, guild ID. Yup, perfect. And view channel is the, what is this again? Oh, that was the moderator. Okay. And then, yeah, this should be just fine. We're going to change this to user ID, CHID, okay. And again, like I said, just watch the previous video that I did, and it'll make a lot of sense. Okay. Whoa. Perfect. Let's just get rid of that. It looks really, really messy, but it's fine. All right. So, all right, let's see. Let's check this out now. All right. Did it work? No, it didn't. Message is not defined. Where do we have message? Somewhere in here, if I can find it. Oh, there we go. It's user.username. Okay, perfect. It should be fine now. Started. Status ticket with our permissions. No one else can see it. My other user can't see it. Right to it. Anson's ticket, and that's it. That's all there is to it for this. That's good. Perfect. Exactly what we need. In Anson's ticket, you can see that I can see it as well. The moderator can see it, but no one else will be able to see it. Now we actually need to close the ticket. So let's just do that real quick. It should be pretty straightforward because we have most of the stuff already. Okay, so what I'm going to do though is when we create the ticket, I want to actually send a message. We need the bot to send the message. Let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to send an embed. We're going to say ch.send. And we're going to say, we're going to create an embed first. So we're going to say ch.send embed equal new Discord, a rich embed. And we're just going to give it, let's see, we're going to do the same thing we did. Let me see how much time I have left. 26. Okay, that's fine. We have plenty of time. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to give it title, and we're going to say ticket support. And let's just say description. Okay, so this is actually going to be just one embed being sent, and it's going to be handled up over here. So I'll explain what's going to go on in just a sec. Okay. Okay, so description, please briefly explain your situation or your problem here. And a staff member will get back to you shortly. Embed. Actually, is that all we need? Yeah, let's give it a nice color too. Let's do Sea Serpent, because I like colors. Someone just commented on my video. Awesome. I think that was my other video that I just uploaded. The part 1 just got uploaded right now. Okay. That was one of my loyal viewers actually, which is pretty awesome. Embeds that set color, and let's just save this for now before we do any of the reactions. Support. Why didn't it send it? Embed that title is not a function. Oh, set title. Okay. Let's try that one more time. All right, let's do support. And why didn't it send the message this time? Oh, okay, I keep messing up. It's set description. Okay. All right. Hopefully we get it this time. All right, so it should send the message. Please briefly explain your problem here, and the staff member will get back to you shortly. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to add a couple of, we're going to add a reaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up check mark. Okay. Check mark. Check. Oh, whoops. I think I actually have the emoji on my server already. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, well, perfect. Check mark. Just gonna name it check react because other servers might have it too. Okay, check react. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to let's see over here. if message.author.bot, all the way up here. Okay, so this is what I did earlier. This is how I got I'm gonna show, because earlier I didn't actually show you guys how I got the reaction. I mean, I kind of explained it, but I'm gonna do it right now, okay? So over here, okay, we're gonna say if message.embeds, because we're only sending one embed at the same time. Or I mean one embed at a time. And we're gonna do message.embeds. So what I'm doing is I'm checking if the length is equal to 1, which is it's going to be true because we're only sending 1. I'm going to check the title, and I'm going to check if the title is equal to what is it? Ticket support. So exactly this. So I'm hard coding it, okay? So this is whatever you have it set to, okay? And if that's true, we're going to react message.react. We're going to do check react. Get the ID. Copy that, and let's see, just copy it like that. Then reaction log reacted with reaction.name. Is that even a property? Emoji.name. Catch error. Let's log error. Okay, let's try this out now. Let's delete this. And then we're gonna do. What the hell is this? Oh, wait a minute. Oh crap. I did not expect that to happen. I didn't even think of that. Okay. Okay, that's not good. So it created a new ticket with the ticket bot because it sent a reaction. All right, and that's why we need to check the reaction. Okay. If reaction.emoji.name equals check react. Wait a minute, no. If it's not equal to ticket react, okay, wait a minute, no. Okay, so this whole thing is gonna be for if reaction.emoji.name equals ticket react. Okay, then we're gonna do this. Else if reaction.emoji.name equals check react. Then we're going to close the ticket. Okay, yeah, this should not have happened. But the reaction works though, but we discovered another bug, but this should be fine now. So we save and we go again. Perfect. Okay, so what happened before was, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but basically what happened was something with the reactions over here. So when the bot added its own reaction, it created a ticket for its own, and that's not what we want. So I added this if-else case. So I said, okay, if the reaction emoji.name is equal to ticket react, then we're going to create a ticket. If it's equal to check react, then we're going to close the ticket, okay? I mean, you can also call it whatever you want, doesn't really matter. Okay, so so the bot reacted to this, so the bot reacted though. So here's the thing. So since the bot is reacting, right, we need to make sure that that it's not reacted by a bot. So we're gonna say and reaction dot message dot, or actually reaction dot author. Hold on. There should be a user. There should be a property that we can check. We just ran into a stump. So this is the reaction, me. Whether the client has given, okay, perfect. That's perfect. And so let me just show you this real quick. So this will only work if the bot reacts to it. So watch this. So bot reacted. Okay. Let's try this one more time. We're gonna check our logs just one more time. And we're almost done, guys, don't worry. So creates bot reacted. Okay, now if I react to this, nothing's gonna happen. Okay, wait, why did it say bot reacted again? What the hell? No, wait a minute. That should not have happened. If reaction.emoji.name, no, that's not what we wanted. Crap. We want to make sure whether the client has given, I think this is supposed to be for the bot itself though. But I don't know why that let's see. Okay, we might run into a bug, but hopefully. Okay, so this, we're just gonna close the ticket. So we're gonna just copy and paste everything in here. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and okay. So instead of message the author ID, we're gonna say user ID, because we're in the, yep, right over here. Let's get rid of that. And instead of message.channel.id, it's going to be reaction.message.channel ID. Okay, and it's going to be just user ID. Then it's going to be reaction.message.channel.delete. Then, okay, and we're just going to do this again. Okay, and right over here, username. Whoops. And if channel name is equal to user.username, okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I think I forgot to do one more thing. If reaction.channel sum, I do need to do this. Okay. Forgot one more thing. Okay. And if you're watching the last video, yes, the one thing that I did forget in the last video was to delete. Actually, no, that doesn't even make any sense, because this case is only there if they're not in the map. So don't worry about that. Actually, yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, so let me actually just try this, because I have a feeling that there might be a bug. Because let's try this right now. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, okay. So let's react. Okay, it's not sending the message though. Why isn't it sending the message? If users, let's see. Ticket react. It should send the DM. I'm not sure why it's not sending the DM though. Why is it not sending the DM? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. User.send. Perfect. And right over here. Yeah, that should be fine. And I think, yeah, we should be fine right now. Perfect. You already have a ticket. Okay. So let's delete this ticket. That gave us a bug. Yeah, there's definitely a bug somewhere. We gotta figure it out right now before we end this video. Let's see. So why did it not? So and reaction me. So if reaction.emoji.name is equal to check react, so the bot itself gives that reaction. Okay. Now we need to make sure we have another condition, because watch what's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure it'll auto close the ticket once it opens, which is what I have a feeling. Like, watch this. So you notice how nothing's even being opened? Like the channel. Oh, actually, wait a minute. That just worked. That's actually really strange. So it made the channel unknown channel. Okay, wait. Let's restart the bot one more time. I just want to make sure everything is, robust. Oh, wait. I unreacted. Okay. Now let's react. Okay, creates it. Check. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the one thing that I was afraid of was that if the bot reacts to that emoji, like to that message with that emoji, that it would delete the channel, because the bot itself over here is creating the channel and then reacting with it. I was afraid that it would just auto delete the channel. Doesn't seem like it's doing it though, but yeah. If I try to create another ticket, yep, perfect. close it, perfect. And if I create a ticket again, okay, perfect. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good, robust system. I mean, you could do other things. You could put a delay for the delete. I think you could do that right over here. Deletes. No. Okay, you could do a set timeout though. So you can do something like set timeout and pass in 500 seconds. And you can say message or wait. Reaction.message channel.send deleting ticket. Let's try this one more time. It's getting late and I don't want to make this an hour-long video. Oh wait, why did that not work? Hold on. Oh wait, did it delete it in here? Yeah, let's try this one more time. That's really strange. It didn't even console log it too. Let's try this. React. Okay. What the hell? No, it's not sending the message. S is not defined. What's it talking about? Oh, right over there. God, I'm messing up so much, but it's all right. It is pretty late though. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, creates the message. But it's not giving that delay. That's so strange. Unhandled prompts, unknown channel. Deleted. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, it's because it's happening at the same time. That's why. Because we're trying to. Yeah, that is. Yeah, you know what? Just forget about this. But hopefully I didn't confuse you guys too much. But anyways, yeah, it's getting pretty late, so I think I'm gonna call the video over here. So again, this is a pretty good working support ticket system. Blah, blah, blah. React, you close the ticket. Same thing over here. React, open up the ticket. Once you're done, close it. It's done. Perfect. So yeah, hopefully this tutorial made some sense. I mean, again, just watch my previous videos on role reaction bots in Discord, JS, or Python, and this will make sense. And yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, join my Discord server. We're always helping people out on the server, making sure you're getting, the help that you need. And it's pretty active too. There's people always, asking questions on there. So definitely check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace, guys.